Hello. My name is Kevin Owasu Itoe, and welcome, right? I'm making this video for my subscriber, Deepak, right? Deepak, and future subscribers, and all those who are following my blog and, wanting to use it as a resource to teach themselves test automation, right? So it's going to be teaching themselves Selenium Webdriver with Java, right? This resource so far is still a work in progress. Right? What we have here is the functional flow, right? The test automation functional flow scripting of web applications, right? Web applications, and that is what you know from the first 28 days, right? The first 28 days, right? Apart from a few other bits and pieces I've not covered yet, right? So this blog is a work in progress, right? The blog and the YouTube channel, right? So there's a few things like drag and drop that I'm going to be covering as well. But what you know for the first 28 days is basically scripting, front-end scripting, right, on web applications, right? So that end, you could use that 28 days to show, say if you're in a job right now and there is an automation team, right? You could use what is on that blog in that first 28 days to show your interest and show how much you know within automation, right? And that could carve you something in-house where they could see that you're interested in automation, and you can start seeking out to get some commercial experience with these 28 days, right? And if you want to go further, as in further than the scripting part of the front end, web applications, then you learn the automation test framework, right? So the automation test framework, I've just started that, right? And we are doing TestNG just now. So we're going to cover all the 8 components in depth, right? In depth. And so you know the front end scripting, so scripting functional flow for web front end, and the actual test automation framework using Selenium, right? So that the framework now you use in optimizing your test cases and run your test cases in batch, and it does what the front end the framework does, right? Which is, you need to know how to report on your cases. You need to know how to batch run your cases. You know, you run your cases in batch. You run your cases overnight. You know how to debug your cases. So look into that. Look into front end. The framework, right? We have just started. I've just started teaching myself that, right? So what you know is a good starting point, or what is on my blog just now is a good starting point, right? As in going out to seek for work with what is on my blog. When you're out there and the employers are looking for a test automation guy, they will be asking for the front-end scripting, so the functional flow. You should have knowledge on that, which is the first 28 days on my blog. You should also have knowledge about the framework, so setting up a test automation framework from scratch. And then also they'll be looking for knowledge on a programming language, right? Now the bit of programming that you've learned, or that the little bit of Java that's within the first 28 days, it's not, and also to come on the framework side of things that we've just started with TestNG. There's 8 components to go in depth, right? And there's not much time. I've got a 9 to 5 and a wife and 2 children, but I am dedicated to finish that, right? Because I believe automation we have just started scratching the surface of test automation, right? We just started scratching the surface. I've asked loads of people that have worked within automation. They've worked within automation for the past 4 years, 5 years, and most places that they have worked at, they've only used automation in regression, right? So we as in the industry have just scratched the surface of automation. In most places, not all, right? Most places are well advanced, like the top 4 technical, like Google and those guys, right? Facebook and all that stuff. Automation is just straightforward for them, right? But there's other smaller businesses and all the other financial houses and all that stuff, right? Most is around regression, and we still have to work automation in Sprint. We still have to work automation on the continuous integration, continuous delivery pipeline, right? So automation is just kicked off. Right? That's why I'm dedicating myself to do this this resource, right? Which will be there for people who want to upskill themselves. I am teaching myself to upskill myself as well, right? So you have the scripting bit, you have the framework bit, you have the Java, right? And then I could move on and automation on mobile, automation through APIs, right? But it's time consuming, right? So Deepak, I hope I've answered your question there, man. And stick with me, or just use what we have just now to remember what you have there. You have to improve on as well, right? Keep practicing, keep practicing. There's various ways to do the scripting parts that have been shown as well, right? So go around and practice. So it's always practicing, right? Myself, I'm not quite into automation myself just now. I'm still teaching myself, right? I'm still teaching myself. I'm not using what I have so far to go out to seek for automation positions yet, right? Because I want to be able to stand behind, right? So that's why I'm making this video as well, right? Please listen through the whole this video, right? What we have is a starting point, right? And when you go through the first 28 days, if someone asks you, do you know Selenium Webdriver with Java? You said yes. Selenium Webdriver or Java, yes. The scripting part, right? So the front-end scripting of web applications, right? And even then, you could do them in various ways and practice in various ways, right? So there's lots of things around there, and improve your Java, right? So at some point you need to learn some core Java, right? Some core Java, so core Java concepts, right? Oops, concepts for one and the like, right? I need to look into that as well, right? So in all my videos, I make this clear as well, right? So thank you for pointing this out, Deepak, and anyone who's following me and learning with me, right? I just wanted to be really open on this and clear on this, right? So let's do it together. I am an advocate for what we have here is self-directed learning, right? Which you could stand behind, right? I mean, stand behind and be confident, right? We are not there yet. So if we learn the front end, I mean, what I'm calling the front end, I'm calling the web application, scripting of web, automating scripts for web application, right? But you have automation for mobile and automation for APIs, right? And that's all yet to come. And also teaching some Java, myself some Java, learning some Java as well, and sharing that, right? And Python is another great programming language that I wish to also teach myself and share that as well, right? So Deepak, have a good day, and hopefully I've got to the bottom of that. My name is Kevin Owasu Itoe. I will put this up so that it's kind of a guide as well for people wanting to ask what the site is all about. Remember, I've got the blog, and I've got the not just the YouTube channel, but also the blog as well, right? So there's two sides I'm tackling as well. So I'm always doing work on two sides. So that's why it's taking time as well, right? So thank you guys. Stay blessed. My subscribers, I love you. If you have not subscribed, do so, okay? Thank you. Stay blessed. Bye.